This is Raghuram Krishna, Reader, Department of Prosthodontics. Today's topic is on tooth preparation for all ceramic crowns or porcelain jacket crown. As you know already, the previous classes, the individual tooth preparations for full veneer crowns, that is cast metal crown and metal ceramic crowns or porcelain fused to metal crowns have been finished. The only preparation that is left in the full veneer crowns is tooth preparation for all ceramic crowns. So for the introduction of this tooth preparation is far more important phase in the fixed partial denture process. Though some which the practitioners generally don't realize it, it must be done with skill and meticulous attention to the detail for everything that follows: pulp vitality, periodontal health, good aesthetic result, proper occlusion, protection of the remaining tooth structure that is present, and the longevity of the restoration itself will depend on the preparation, type of preparation or preparation you do. Look at in the topic, you should have been aware in the previous topics, in the previous classes, about what is tooth preparation, what is a crown or a artificial crown or a thing, full veneer crown or complete crown, what is this certain terminology to be noted. Tooth preparation is just a mechanical treatment of dental disease or injury of the hard tissues that restores a tooth to original form. To be more precise, according to the GPT-8, the process of removal of a diseased and or healthy enamel and dentin and cementum to shape a tooth to receive a restoration, whatever the restoration it is. A crown or an artificial crown is a metal, plastic or ceramic restoration that covers 3 or more axial surfaces on the occlusal surface or incisal edge of the teeth. Full veneer crown or complete crown is a restoration that covers all the coronal tooth surfaces. In contrast, you have partial veneer crowns like 3/4 crown, middle half crown, reverse 3/4 crown, 7/8 crown. Such cases will have in the such crowns, preparation of such crowns will be in the next classes. Chamfer finish line is the finish line designed for the preparation in which gingival aspects meets the external axial surface at an obtuse angle. Shoulder finish line is the angle will be right angle to the gingival floor and the external axial surface relation will be at a right angle. Tension form, the feature of a tooth preparation that resists dislodgement of crown in a vertical direction or along the path of the placement. Whereas resistance form, the features of a tooth preparation that enhances the stability of a restoration and resists dislodgement along an axis other than path of the placement. The bevel is nothing but the process of slanting the finish line and the curve of the tooth preparation. Before getting to the preparation, let us see what are the different burrs used for preparation of full veneer crowns and their uses in the preparation. Round under flat and tapered diamond, it's used for depth orientation grooves, occlusal reduction, and functional cusp bevel. When it comes to the torpedo diamond, it's used for axial reduction, chamfer finish line. Short needle diamond, initial interproximal axial reduction in the posterior teeth. Long needle, initial proximal axial reduction in the anterior teeth because of the contact area You need long needle diamond for the contact breaking in the anterior teeth, since the contact area is long in the anterior teeth. Short because your contact area in the posterior teeth is short. Small wheel diamond is used for reduction in the lingual reduction in the anterior teeth. Tapered fissure, that is 171 L burn, is used for giving the seating groove, proximal groove, smoothing and finishing, occlusal and incisal bevels. Tapered fissure bars like 169L and 170L for initial groove alignment, angles of proximal boxes, smoothing and finishing, occlusal and incisal bevels. And come for the end cutting bar, conventional shoulder finishing. The final finishing of the shoulder finish line can be done with end cutting bar. Next is torpedo bar, which is used as for the axial wall finishing and chamfer finishing. Flame bar for flaring and bevel finishing. Basically, these full veneer crowns are three. You get three types of full veneer crowns. One is complete cast crown, that is metal crowns. Second is metal ceramic crowns. Third is metal ceramic or porcelain fused metal ceramic. Third is all ceramic crown or metal free ceramic. The preparation part of the all ceramic crowns or porcelain jacket crowns is generally this differs from ceramic veneer restoration because it's not cast in gold or some other metal. But it has an effect, good cosmetic effect of all dental restorations. However, since it's entirely made of this ceramic, it has a property called as brittle nature, which is more susceptible to fracture. And previously, they used to have ceramic restoration which was built in increments over a matrix or a shell found by a thin platinum foil adapted to a cast or die of the prepared tooth. But now it's an advantage. Different techniques of doing ceramic crown has been increased. That depends on the very survival of the tooth preparation beneath. Tooth support must be critical for fracture resistance of the restoration than in the bulk of the porcelain. The indications for all ceramic crown restorations is where you need high aesthetic requirement, best for in the anterior regions. Considerable proximal caries where you don't have considerable proximal caries. Incisal edge reasonably intact where you have reasonable intact incisal edge. Endodontically treated teeth with post and course. Favorable distribution of where you have favorable distribution of occlusal load, you can give this. Remember the contraindications of this all ceramic crown: when superior strength is warranted and metal ceramic is more appropriate in such cases. When superior strength is warranted is in such cases where metal ceramic crown is indicated, we cannot use this type of porcelain jacket crowns. Significant care is when you have a significant care is insufficient coronal tooth structure for support. If you don't have it, don't go for the all ceramic crowns. Thin teeth facial-lingually. Facial-lingually, if they are thin, you cannot don't go for the all ceramic crown because already your tooth is thin, and for the all ceramic preparation you need more amount of tooth reduction. Unfavorable distribution of occlusal load. When there is unfavorable distribution of occlusal load, you don't give this type of restoration. Advantage is good aesthetics, good tissue response even for subgingival margins, slightly more conservative of facial wall than metal ceramic, brittle nature of material, can be used as a single restoration only. These are the advantages of all ceramic crown. Disadvantage is reduced strength compared to metal ceramic crown. Proper preparation extremely critical. Among least conservative preparations are more extensive. It's not a conservative preparation because you need more amount of teeth to be reduced. Brittle nature of the material can be used as a single restoration only. Bridges are not recommended in that in more occlusion loaded areas. Next is the preparation of porcelain jacket round preparation. The first step in doing is depth orientation grooves. A flat and tapered diamond is first aligned with the incisal portion of the facial surface. See, you can take it in two ways. One is this cervical part and this is incisal part. First you do incisal areas. You can first you can give do two depth orientation, and the cervical part of the facial surface you can give three depth orientation grooves. Maintain 2 mm deep incisal reduction. A flattened tapered diamond is used to reduce incisal edge by 2 mm, keeping the plane of the reduced surface parallel to the former incisal edge. And a round wheel diamond may also be used for incisal reduction. After that, as this incisal edge is in two planes, first the incisal part of the facial surface is reduced here with the flattened tapered diamond. Next is the gingival half of the thing is after this reduction, the gingival half is reduced till the contact breaking. After that lingual reduction, a small round burr with the head of thing here it is reduced 1.4 mm, and then lingual axial reduction. After preparation, reducing it in the cingulum area, you reduce here till here with the facial surface it is reduced. Now you do this gingival axial reduction in this lingual side. Axial finishing number 171 burr is used for smooth of the axial surface and around all distinctive positive angles of the preparation. This is a tungsten carbide burr. Next is shoulder finishing. Number 957 burr is used for preparing a smooth cutting should be parallel to the line of the force of long edge of the tooth in cutting burr. The features of this is each preparation for part feature is used for certain principle in the preparation. For example, shoulder it is used for principles like margin integrity and structural durability. This axial reduction is used for retention resistance form. Cingulum reduction is for structural durability. Axial reduction is for retention resistance form and structural durability. The rounded angles gives for structural durability of the preparation. Next coming to the posterior all ceramic crown preparation. I'll also tell you about posterior just to have a difference between what are the differences between in preparation of all ceramic crown for the posterior and anterior crowns. First you go to the occlusion reduction. A large round end tapered diamond is used for placing the depth orientation grooves here. The triangular ridges 1.5 to 2 mm deep. Remove the teeth structure remaining between the depth orientation grooves with the large round end tapered diamond bars. Next is functional cusp bevel. What is functional cusp bevel? Is the cusp that is coming in contact with the opposing teeth during mastication. That is functional cusp. You need to give functional cusp well because it is giving extra reduction in the tooth preparation so that you will have extra thickness in the restoration, that is crown you are making it, so that when you have constant contact of this cusp with the opposing teeth, it will have more wear and tear. So to avoid that, for increasing the structural durability of that restoration, you are giving functional cusp bevel. Facial and lingual axial reduction, as you did for the anterior thing, you do it with flat and tapered diamond, and complete axial reduction is done by cutting the um, by cutting the uh, by cutting this contact breaking bar. Preparation finishing is done with rounded tapered carbide burr is used for finishing the axial surface and the functional cusp bevel. The features of the cast ceramic crown preparation for an all ceramic crown on a posterior tooth and function served by each. That is, planar occlusal reduction is for structural durability, functional cusp bevel for structural durability, and shoulder finish line for the marginal integrity, rounded angles for the structural durability, and axial reduction for the attention resistance form. With this, the topic is finished. Thank you. Stay safe.